Democrats remaining in their seats and holding the applause after President Trump announced the top terrorist accused of coordinating the deadly 2021 Abbey Gate bombing has been captured. The attack took the lives of 13 U.S. service members and injured countless others.
Tonight, I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top terrorist responsible for that atrocity, and he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice. And I want to thank especially the government of Pakistan for helping arrest this monster.
National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and his team played a key role in bringing this terrorist to justice and joins us now. Great to see you. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Everything is brand new, being in the front row like you were last night, I'm sure. But this was a total surprise. What was it like when the president called the families to tell them they got the mastermind behind the attack?
It was emotional. They were emotional. If you remember, one of the fathers, Steve Nakui, in the last State of the Union, was so upset at Biden and his team that they had never said their families' names. They didn't even say Afghanistan, that he kind of lost it and yelled out and was arrested. Remember that?
Sure.
Just a year ago. So to have these families on just a month into the presidency and having them thank the president for promises made, promises kept. It wasn't just my counterterrorism team led by Sebastian Gorka. It was John Radcliffe, Pam Bondi, Kash Patel. They all went out and met the agents last night in the middle of the night as they flew this monster back. He will be brought to justice. And the president said, even to these families at Arlington, we're going to get this guy. We shared the intelligence with Pakistan, and he's rolled up, and he will be tried in a U.S. court.
So he confessed?
He confessed. He confessed. This was the planner of that bombing that killed our 13 family members.
Where will he be held?
I don't want to get into now the court proceedings, but he will be brought to trial.
Can we trust the Pakistanis again?
Well, this was a step, Brian. It was a step. I mean, in all fairness, we shared the intelligence, and they moved on that intelligence, and they've now extradited them in a very short order.
Yesterday afternoon, a letter was released from President Zelenskyy to the president, basically saying that I regret what happened in the Oval Office. I want to sign this deal, and he wanted to things, the confidence measures that Russia could do to show that they actually want to have a degree of peace. President Trump responded to that last night on the House floor.
Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelenskyy of Ukraine. The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace.
So that means what? Does that mean the pause is off? The deal is done? We're back to giving aid to Ukraine?
Well, the minerals deal that we should have had an amazing signing ceremony. It was all set right on the wake of Prime Minister Starmer, President Macron, the NATO section. That was a step towards then negotiations for a ceasefire, negotiations for a broader permanent peace deal. What we came out of the Oval Office truly questioning last week was, would President Zelenskyy ever deal with the Russians, and would he ever bring this war to an end? And our point continuing has been the American people's patience is not on his side. The war effort is not on, this is only going to look worse years from now. But now, look, I just got off the phone on the way here with my counterpart, National Security Advisor. We were talking about a location, a date, a negotiating team. Yesterday and today was a positive step forward to say we are going to negotiate this peace, and we're already talking about confidence-building measures that we'll then take to the Russians and test that side. This is going to be a tough shuttle diplomacy, but both sides have to enter into it. And, that's what Friday put into question. I think we're moving in a positive direction now.
Michael, did you, when you read this letter and you went over it with the president, did he say, got it, this is enough for me to move forward? Or do you still need more from the Ukrainian side?
He said, got it, wish we had heard this last week. This is a good, positive first step, and then directed us to get the details of the negotiations and set those in. And I'll go back to him today and see what's next.
Is there a chance the pause will be lifted? Because there is a report, too, that intelligence sharing is also stopped with Kyiv.
I think if we can nail down these negotiations and move towards these negotiations and, in fact, put some confidence-building measures on the table, then the president will take a hard look at lifting this pause.
And then get back on the peace process to try to get
we have to know that both sides are sincerely negotiating towards a partial then permanent peace.
Right, and you have not seen anything negative from this letter and from your conversation.
And the conversation,
like
I have to tell you, the conversation this morning was much better than what we've been having the last several days.
I'll tell you, you must have an easy job. You look fresh. Look, I mean, you don't look tired. You look ready to go.
Okay. Well, we're getting a lot done. I mean, shipbuilding, Greenland, hostages, Gaza. Yeah, I mean, the president's ready to do big things, and he's not slowing down.
And by the way, the Wall Street Journal has a story about something you were working on as a congressman with shipbuilding now that the government's going to put into place to get to pick up the pace when we build ships. Thanks so much, Mr. National Security Advisor. Michael Waltz, great to see you again in person.